Hey, what's going on, guys? Big D here, and today I've got something crazy for you. They have just dropped something new into the game, and you can probably tell by the title, it's a new Super Troop. Let's go check out the Super Troops in here, and right next to the Super Barbarian, you can see the Super Archer for 50,000 Dark Elixir. They have just dropped into the game. It is very new. Let's go check it out. So we tap on the Super Archer here, you can see that it says, having achieved serious arm strength, the Super Archer can now threaten targets several buildings away. With the special ability Sharp Shot, Super Archer's arrows deal damage to multiple targets in a row. So let's break that down. From what it says, multiple targets in a row and several buildings away, I imagine it's going to be a piercing effect. It's going to go through the first target and hit another target, I assume in a straight line behind, because it is an arrow after all. So I think it's going to be something similar to the Bowler's Bounce or the Electro Dragon's Chain Lightning, but as I said, I think it's going to be in a straight line because, again, this is an arrow shot by an archer. So if we go in here and tap these three dots, we get a bit of information. The damage is going to be 132, the hit points at 500, training costs at 8,400, and the training time at 1 minute and 12 seconds. Favorite target is going to be any. Damage type is going to be single target, and it targets ground and air with a 12 housing space and a 24 movement speed. Now, if I look on my phone here and go check out the regular Archer at max at level 9, which mine would be, the damage is only 31 to the 132. The hit points is going to be 560 to the new 500 with the Super Troop. The regular Archer has a 560 elixir training cost, and the training cost of the Super Archer is going to be 8,400. Quite a bit of a cost difference there. And the training time from 5 seconds up to 1 minute and 12 seconds for the Super version. And also it's going to be a 12 housing space difference, or an 11 housing space difference, but 12 times the housing space of the original Archer. So that is quite the difference. So it's not getting quite 12 times the damage. I'd say it's about 9 times the damage there. Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's going to be more like 4 times the damage there, a little bit over 4 times the damage, but it's going to pierce more than one target at a time. So that damage is going to be dealt to more than one target. The hit points are about 9 times the hit points, so she's a lot more healthy in the Super version. The training cost is upwards of 10 times the training cost. It's more than 12 for sure as well. So it's something like 15 times the training cost for the Super Archer, and then the training time is up from, like I said, 5 seconds to 1 minute and 12 seconds. So it's something like 13 times the training time as well. So it's going to take quite a bit longer to train these up. And the movement speed stayed the same and the targets stayed the same. But as I said, it should pierce through and go through more than one target at a time. So let's go in here and click the try button, and we're going to try out the Super Archer and see what it does. So in here, it's going to give us a few targets. I wish they would have set this up a little better. It looks like the same old generic thing they've been doing. So let's drop one right here and see. Okay, it's going to get targeted, but it actually hits 3 buildings in a straight line, and there's a 2 building gap there. So let's go ahead and throw one more in way back here. Still getting targeted by that Ground Expo. So if I do it this far back, she has a lot more range than the regular Archer as well, as you can see. So she can hit from a lot further away, but it does not hit this 3rd gold mine if she's this far back. So one more time, it goes through 1 and then goes through 2, and she gets 2 shots off before dying off. But if we can toss one in kind of closer here, let's see. 1, 2, and okay, it does go far, but she was a little bit misaligned. Let's throw her in right here, and it goes through and hits the Eagle, the 3rd target, which is also 2 spaces away from the first 2 targets. So that's actually kind of cool. Will it reach the 3rd cannon back here? No, it won't. So it only goes through 3 buildings. So it looks like about a let's see, 3, 6, 9, 10, and 12 space, a 12 tile gap, it looks like is going to travel before it stops dealing damage or stops hitting targets. Let's see if there's something better I can throw this in on. What about right here? No, it's going to get roasted before it can even get a shot off. It's a little bit hard in this category because this is not really a good testing environment. They give you this weird testing environment that things get roasted before you can really get a good test off. So Oh, wow. But yeah, it does look kind of cool. It does damage through 3 different buildings as long as they're a certain distance apart. And if you throw her in way back here, oh, she's going to go and shoot over here. But actually, it does damage to all 3 of these. So it dealt damage to the other 2, and it wasn't in a straight line from where she fired. So it's a tiny bit of splash damage, it looks like, as well. That's actually really neat. Let's see if I can spam some in here and just get a rage put down on them. Oh, no. Here we go. There we go. And get a rage put down on them. Yeah, they do some weird stuff. Look at this. It's actually hitting 3 or 4 buildings from where they were shooting from. That's actually really cool. So let's end this battle. This is not really a true test. I just wanted to go in here and kind of test them out. Let's return home. And I'm actually going to go ahead and boost these on my rushed account. This is my Fix That Rush account, Dylan. And I do use Barch right now, so I figure, you know what? Let's jump on it, use some Dark Elixir, and boost the Super Archer and see how it does in a Barch Army. So let's go ahead. 50,000 Dark Elixir. I do have it. Let's boost the Super Archer. It's the new Super Troop, so we're going to go test her out and see how she does with a regular Barch Army. All right, we have already found a dead base, and I realize now after cooking the army that you can only have 23 in a full army. That's why there were only 23 in the tryout. It's because that's all you can hold in a full army at Town Hall 12. So I have 100 barbarians here with 15 super archers. I'm not really sure how this is going to go, to be honest. So if it doesn't go very well in this very first army, I might just take out all the barbarians from the composition altogether and see what happens with mass super archers on dead bases. So let's go ahead and give this a shot. We are going to try to not set down too many barbarians. Oh no, and I almost spammed all of them in already. Let's see if we can make this work. I need to be a little bit careful how I deploy these. So 1, 2, and 3, 1, 2, and 3. This is actually kind of cool because it's piercing through the collectors on the outside, but also getting damage onto the defenses and collectors and swords on the inside as well. So this is actually not too bad. They also hold their own against these defenses on these rushed bases. So this is actually really cool. Already at 55%, stuff still alive, grabbing loot. The range on them helps a bit as well. They stay out of range of the defenses on the inner ring, and they do damage to the... Wow, they're actually doing a really nice job at clearing this base. I need to be a little bit careful on my deployment because the initial deployment, I almost spammed all of them in on the first 2 sides. But I caught myself and kept 6 for the backside. Look at this damage to the walls. They're breaking through them like it's nothing. Of course, these are lower level walls, but, you know, it's just kind of neat how it's damaging all of these walls. Wow, that is insane. They could potentially damage the town hall while being out of range. That is wild. Look at this. So they activated the town, or I'm sorry, no, the town hall activated off the 50%, but I feel like they could do damage to this town hall without being anywhere near it. Let's see if they go for, okay, they're going to go for the Dark Elixir here. I would really like to see them try to hit this sweeper and get some damage done to the town hall. That would be great to see. What are they going to go for? Oh, no, they are in range, unfortunately. Okay, so the town hall does have quite the range on it, so that was not going to work out. The last archer goes down. We're going to go ahead and cut out. We're not going to worry about the rest of the loot on that base. So some decent loot from this attack strategy. 626,000 gold, 600,000 elixir, and just about 1,900 dark elixir. That wasn't too bad. Let's run it again with the 100 barbarians in there. We're going to train it up once again. And once it's done, we'll go back out and see if we can replicate that and grab all the loot off of a base. Some more pretty good loot on a dead base, but this one is a bit stronger. So let's see how the super archers fare. We are going to go with a spam style once again, but we are also going to try to get these collectors that are behind these defenses. So I think it's going to be a pretty good test to the, you know, the super archers and their piercing ability. So let's get some barbarians in here and then just a few of these archers. And then we're going to get some more up here on the top side. And let's see, just 1, 2, 3, and 4. And let's see if they can grab the loot. So this one is piercing through and grabbing the elixir out of this one. But unfortunately, when she redirected to the archer tower, she stopped hitting and stopped getting the bounce onto that collector. She is out of range of a lot of defenses now, but gets taken down by the queen. Dang it. So this one here, though, is also out of range of the wizard tower and grabbing the dark elixir out of the drill, but steps up and gets taken out. So this one didn't go quite as smoothly. Let's go ahead and cut out and see what we totaled out at. 494,000 gold, 452,000 elixir, and 4,700 dark elixir. We did lose this one, but we still got a decent amount of loot. It just didn't quite go like I had hoped. I was hoping that with this base being how it is with the collectors in the positions they were in, that we could actually see what the super archers could do with their piercing abilities. But it didn't work out that way. The barbarians died off a bit quickly, and it left them to fend for themselves. While they did have a bit more health than they do normally, it's just not enough without a distraction. So we're going to try one more time with the regular Barch. Oh, look at that, low battery. I don't know why it's not charging. Anyway, we're going to try one more time with the Barch, with the barbarians in front of the super archers, and see how that goes. And if it doesn't go too well, we will try with all archers. Very similar, if not the exact same as the first base I attacked. Let's see if it goes just as well. I'm going to try to be as careful as I can with the archers so I don't put too many down on the initial volley, should I say. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and that leaves me with 7 on the back end here. So let's get these barbarians into distract first, and we will set them down. And I'm hoping that they go as well as the first one, but it does not seem so. I feel like they're a little bit inconsistent with the Barch itself. Now, not necessarily as an attest to their strength and what you can do with them, but I feel like with the Barch, it's not always going to work out the same. But they did get most of the loot so far. It's just not clearing as well as it did last time. Maybe I got a bit lucky last time with how the arrow ended up going and the angles they took to tank out some extra defenses probably in the first go-round. But I am going to miss some of this. Well, maybe not actually. Let's see if the Grand Warden can grab this gold here. Oh, that's not where the majority of the gold was. Let's pop his ability, and let's just cut out because I actually don't know where the rest of that loot was. We did end up with the victory. 455,000 gold, 541,000 elixir, and 2,800 dark elixir. It just did not quite go as well as the first run did on a very similar, if not the same base with the same strategy. So I probably got a bit lucky with the first attack and got some nice value off of the piercing arrow. So this time we're going to try just all archers. We're going to run 23 archers and see if maybe we can just use them to snipe, or see maybe just how we can test their ability and see if we can grab some loot while doing it. So stay tuned for the last attack of the video. This should be a pretty good test for these super archers. I see some decent value I could probably get with the piercing arrow. So let's try it out. Let's see if we can get this gold mine. Oh, it's not gonna. Oh, it is gonna fire in the correct direction. So let's see, 4 shots, but it does not have the original building. The army camp did not have the ability to tank all the shots necessary to grab the loot from the gold mine. But let's see right here. We're going to toss one in right here, and it should be out of range of the archer tower, but also in range to grab both of these gold mines at the same time. Actually, the second one, it does more damage as it travels, it seems like, because the second one went down before the original target did. That's actually really cool. So let's see if we can get some value off of, let's see what, oh no, it's going to target. So I really wanted it to target the spell factory. So let's get one in right here and try to help out this funnel to see if, there we go, I can throw one in here, and it doesn't quite go the direction I was hoping, but I really wanted to see if I can get both of these elixir collectors at the same time. That would be really cool. Is there any other kind of bounce damage, piercing damage I could get with some good value in here? I'm not sure. Let's see if I can get a different angle on this same collector. Oh, it went down already. Shame. I was hoping to get maybe a different angle in there. So this one is really neat. it's not actually right behind the wizard tower, but it does take the damage anyway, along with the gold storage taking the damage. So there's some really weird, odd properties with the piercing damage of the arrow. So this is something we're going to have to do a bit of testing on. And of course we are still trying to grab the loot here, but I'm testing at the same time. Let's see. So we're in range of the cannon, but we should also grab the dark elixir from the drill, and we do. The drill goes down before the cannon does. Now that's possible that the cannon just has more health than the dark elixir drill did. It was not a max drill, so that's possibly why that worked that way. Let's see if we can get 2 of these. Elixir collector, and it doesn't quite travel in the right direction or far enough to grab the dark elixir drill behind it. So let's throw one in right here, and this should get the dark elixir drill. Let's throw 2 of them out here. Let's get another one in on this one. And I should have put the second one a bit further away to stay out of range of the archer tower, but you know, that was an oversight by me. They should still grab, these 2 should grab the extra collector there. Now I'm running out of time, so I do need to do a bit of maybe a little extra spamming in to try to grab the loot here. I got 3 left, and let's see if I can grab these. Oh man, I'm gonna run out of time, I think. Let's rage these up and see if we can't get the gold out of this collector before they die off. They did grab all of that, and I'm missing some elixir. I'm not exactly sure where I'm missing the elixir. Oh, this right here. I did not see that collector down there. But the pierce damage is really wild. I'm going to have to try to play around with this a little more later on and see what it can do. Let's return home, though. Wow, this is a really cool concept to a super troop. It's really similar to the bowler's bounce with the piercing arrow, a little bit similar to the Electro Dragon's chain lightning, but different altogether at the same time. So learning the properties of this piercing arrow of the super archer, the sharp shot, is going to be something really cool and has just a lot of awesome properties. I really want to play around with it and learn as much as I can about it, because this is an awesome concept, and I'm glad Supercell is adding in all these new super troops to the game and continuing to develop different super troop ideas. So shout out to Supercell and their team. They're doing an amazing job over there. I'm loving all the new content. I hope you guys are too. That's all for me today. I just wanted to give you a bit of a kind of an overview of the new Super Troop, the Super Archer. Thank you guys for tuning into this Super Troop showcase. You are all amazing, and I'll see you in the next one.